We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin.
And today, Faithful Acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is the M&D Ring of Fire Mustard. I like this little graphic of this little pepper guy with his the hat and breathing fire and everything. That's pretty cool. Spread the yummy 14 fluid ounces in this bad boy. And let's see, from Mike and Diane's Gourmet Kitchen. They've been sort of on the radar for a while because I think they did some sauces with Michael Anthony, formerly of Van Halen. And all those contain onions though, so I'm not too super interested in those, but this particular one, I looked through it, and back when I was doing a lot more of the mustards than I'm doing now, because I've just done so many, and there's a lot less of these than hot sauces, of course. But so let's just see what we have. We have mustard, we have pepper sauce, and I believe it's habaneros is what's in that. Vinegar, spices, there's chipotle, there's guajillo, there's onion powder, salt, sugar, black pepper, so the kind of usual stuff. And I don't recall where I found that it was habanero. It's just vaguely what I remember from this. I could be off. I could be wrong. But this is one of the few remaining mustards that I had left to try to get to. And I mean, I'm still going to do them as I come across them. I just come across them. They're a lot more seldom than back when I was chasing them for grill seasons of years past. This is a really large bottle. So I don't know that I'll be doing too many more in 2024. This is going to take me a while to plow through this. I can see I don't know how much space is in this or not. Oh, hell's bells. All right, hang on. We're going to have to... Just going to try to get some air in there, but... All right. I'm going to have to take some more aggressive approach with this, so I'll be right back. All right, so I had to get a metal barbecue skewer out and sort of knock this back a little bit. We had a little clotting up the top. Now, let's see if... Man, what is going on? Let's go... Well, this is clearly a very thick mustard. Maybe what we should do is, because I'm afraid it's going to all come out and just dump into the spoon. So we're going to do this on Brat. So let's drag that over right now. And that way, if we get a whole bunch of it out, it won't be the end of the world. Let's see if we can. Stupid mustard, come on. Yeah, there we go. Get a bunch of it there, okay. All right, so you can see this is definitely on the thick side. Okay. Okay. Yeah. You can see it's it's a thick boy. It's definitely very sticky, which is really weird, man. They chose to put it in a glass bottle with it being as thick as it is, but Um, yeah, I mean, it does look good. Looks like there's some nice peppers in there, maybe some black pepper as well. All good stuff. All stuff I like to have in my mustards, if I'm being honest. So that's all the good there. Packaging notwithstanding, smell is really good. It's got a nice sort of mustard chipotle to it. So my favorite mustard was the smokin' mustard from Flashpoint. And there's a video of that in the mustards playlist if you want to check it out. But and if this is anything like that, it's gonna be happy times with this. So, but let's get into it. Wow. Okay, so we also have Dylan Yera to the party. It's a review of this. I believe it's in the Everything Else playlist if you guys want to check that out. I love this stuff. I don't ever seem to get enough, so I'm going to have to go back and get like another 2 or 3 jars the next time I'm in the vicinity of the hallowed shelves that burn your tongue.
What?
So that's what I was saying. We're going to have brats, and you're going, well, why do you have a tortilla? Because we're going to make a mustard relish brat tortilla, a wrap, burrito, whatever. These are the Johnsonville beer brats. This is more, okay, so this is much more of a yellow mustard than anything else. I'm not getting a whole ton of heat out of it. Now, part of that might have to do with me just barely opening it. That's why I don't usually do it with sauces. Maybe as I get more into it. But generally, mustards are generally pretty set. So it's very similar to like a Plockman's or a French's. So I mean, that's fine with me. I think those are very, very fine mustards. I've certainly eaten probably gallons of both of those. Yeah, definitely very, very much a yellow mustard with some slight accents. And I say slight because, and I mean very, very, very slight. All right, so we're gonna build this thing, build this creature here. We're gonna throw some mustard on our wrap here. And I think probably I'll just add some more so I can dip it if I need more mustard. And then we're gonna get our Dylan Yera here, which is probably the best relish I think I've ever had. And I say that even though I'm not really a fan. You know, I'm gonna have to go get more of this. I guess I'm gonna have to put that on the list to pop in and grab another jar or two. It's a little liquidy. Maybe a lot liquidy. That's all right. We'll drip on the plate. We're all buddies here, right? What's a little liquid dripping on the plate among pals? All right. All good right there. Thank you for your service. We'll be back to finish you off later. Yeah, super, super liquidy. Can we get some of that out of there? All right, let's just roll it up and we'll just eat it. Yeah, super liquidy, but really, really tasty. That combination is just... Can I get any mustard out? Okay, there we go. Maybe it'll loosen up as I get more into it also. I actually bought this during Black Friday 2023, so I've had it for a little bit. Obviously, it's pretty rare that I post the same time I film, so this was sitting around after I got it for maybe... Well, I opened it at the pretty much start of grill season 2024, which is usually April for me. So I guess it sat around 3.5 months or so. And I would have opened it sooner, but I got it for grill season. That's really what I wanted to save it for. And also I had a couple other open mustards I needed to finish up. Mustards are one of those foods that I don't anymore eat tons of. So I try not to have multiple bottles open at once. Well, I'm getting a little tinge of heat here, but I wonder if it's more from the Dillonera. It's very low level. And I ran out of I didn't have any hot dog buns to begin with. So hence why you see the fiber tortilla here. It pairs magically with this. This is a very, like I said, more or less straightforward yellow mustard. And a bit of pickle here, just a little bit of sweetness to this. Just perfection. That was so good. Pretty soon I'm going to make me up a potato salad. This is going to go really well on that. So where do I put it? You know, in the... Out of all the different mustards I've had, where does this fall? Where do I rank this? And like I said, it is definitely more of a straightforward yellow mustard than anything else. And I think those are solid. I mean, I have no issue with those. Heat is very, very low. Like, I'm reluctant to even give it a default one. So heat is extremely moderate for this. Definitely it is not as good as the smoking from Flashpoint, but honestly, very few other mustards is. That stuff is just magical. So I would put this in the maybe upper middle. I would put it kind of in the middle on the upside a little bit. I think it's a very solid product for what it is, but it isn't, like, to me, they're not ranging too much here with it. This is definitely, they're just kind of sticking to, you know, the yellow mustard formulation and then throwing some bits and pieces of different things, some, you know, black pepper and spices. They're just throwing in some, you know, some of the different things, hot sauces and spices, and it's changing the color a little bit. There's some chipotle powder in there. There's black pepper and stuff. And you can see those. Honestly, they just don't really show up super strongly to this point in the flavor. But I am absolutely I'm gonna whack through this entire bottle. And some of the other ones where they kind of get rangy with it, it's fine for stuff like the meats, and then you put it in dishes with complex flavor signatures in it, and it's okay-ish, or maybe it's not okay-ish. So, but this one is a nice yellow mustard. It's kind of the the de rigueur for everything else, and I'm really excited actually to bust up some potato salad and stuff for this, because I think that's going to be pretty solid. I think I'm actually pretty excited for that. And it's fine for burgers and brats, and I certainly have a fair amount of brats every year, so it works really, really well there. It'll work really great with sauerkraut. Once I get into that, I like to have some crab dogs, here and there. So, I guess that's where I'll leave it. This is a very, very solid entry. Certainly, it's a very, the value here, I think, is quite pronounced. There's a lot of really good stuff in this, and, it's a 14-ounce bottle, and I think this is actually less than, a bottle of hot sauce was, so, yeah, I'm not upset at all with this. I do question the container here, because I'm not sure glass was the right vessel for this, and it'll be kind of interesting to see how much of this I'm actually able to extract, but I won't know that for months from now. So, but this is definitely worth a go. It's a very solid mustard, and if you're looking for something that's sort of less spicy but more of a familiar yellow mustard, this could be a good thing to look into. Absolutely, though, look into this. Dillonero is fantastic. Like I said, probably one of the best relishes I've had. So, and you can definitely get that at Burn Your Tongue. I don't know that he's carrying the Mike and Diane stuff, but it's around if you look for it. So yeah, a very, very solid entry, and I think this is the only thing I've actually had from them. So good first impression for me for Mike and Diane stuff. They've been around forever though, so they don't they don't need my endorsement. But anyway, we'll just leave it there. There is the Mike and Diane's M&D Ring of Fire mustard. Now go forward in peace to serve the flame.